It was supposed to be a bachelorette weekend in Arizona.
We were really looking forward to it.
But none of them could have predicted what would happen in the air just 2 hours into their trip.
I closed my eyes and went to sleep, and that's the last thing I remember until I woke up and I was like in a stretcher, like by the plane, going into an ambulance.
Brittany Mateiro is 28. She works out 3 days a week.
I've never had any like health issues ever, like growing up.
But somewhere between Newark and Phoenix, her heart stopped. Luckily, Dr. Kashif Chaudhry was on his way to a cardiology conference when he heard her friend scream.
I found this woman who was completely unresponsive, slumped over, immediately checked for a pulse. There was no carotid pulse. There was no radial pulse as well. So at this time, at this point, I'm thinking maybe she's having a cardiac arrest.
He and his wife, who's also a doctor, sprung into action. He started CPR.
And about 90 seconds into CPR, she started moving a little bit. When she started moving, checked her pulse quickly, there was a pulse. It was a great pulse.
The plane diverted to Oklahoma City, Dr. Chaudhry's wife holding Brittany's hand.
Of just like a little flash of looking over on the plane and seeing a lady that wasn't my friend, like holding my hand.
According to Dr. Chaudhry, cardiac arrest can happen to anyone, but Brittany's case is unusual. 8% of cases occur in people under 40. Without early intervention, up to 90% of patients die before ever reaching the hospital.
Where would you be if he hadn't been on that plane?
I wouldn't be here, which is so crazy. I got lucky that there was multiple cardiologists on board, but at the end of the day, like anyone who knew CPR could have helped me.
Almost a month later, Brittany is doing well, still undergoing tests to see what went wrong, but determined to make sure she's ready if it happens to anyone else.
CPR is what saved my life, so I definitely just want to have, it's an easy, quick skill to learn.
And so Brittany and her friends are signing up for a class together, knowing just how important CPR is, guys.
All right. Thank you, Kristen. Brittany, we are so happy to see you in person. It's been a month since this happened. I cannot believe that story, but how are you feeling? And do you know what the source of the incident was?
So I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Ever since like what happened, I always felt fine. I had a little chest soreness because I think they said like CPR is pretty tolling on your body. But I feel great, and yeah.
You're still waiting to find out. You've run through all the tests and still trying to figure out how it could have happened.
Going to a lot of different doctors. Like last week, I had to go to a neurologist and do this whole brain scan. That was like one of the pictures you saw. And I have to get like an MRI still. But everything they said has been coming back pretty normal, so we're still not sure what it could be.
What was it like when you came to and you realized this had happened to you? Here, you're a young woman having cardiac arrest at 35,000 feet. I mean, it's just astonishing to get your head around.
Yeah, it was like so crazy. Like I said, the only thing I remember is like taking a nap right before the flight. And then I woke up and I was in a stretcher going into an ambulance, and my friend's telling me like, hey, we had to stop the flight in Oklahoma. We're going to the hospital. And I was just like, this is a dream. Like, this can't be real life. I still can't believe it happened.
I mean, the idea that there were doctors on board, doctors who were on the way to a conference.
Cardiologists.
Yes, and a cardiologist who happens to be here with us today. You haven't seen him in person since this happened. So we want to bring out Dr. Chaudhry. Come on out, Dr. Chaudhry.
Dr. Kashif Chaudhry.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
We should just say we'd all be hugging you, especially Brittany, but I know your COVID protocols don't allow it at your hospital. But
you look much different.
Dr. Chaudhry, I mean, this is incredible. Like, there's always sort of that idea that they're going to say over the loudspeaker, we need doctors. How did you first come to realize there was an emergency on board?
Yeah, so, 2 hours into the flight, I was trying to take a nap, and screams from the back, and I was like, I think there is an emergency, and 15 seconds later, there was an announcement of an overhead emergency. We ran to the seat, and we found Brittany slumped over, unresponsive, no pulse at all. And, sometimes you can have difficulty in assessing a pulse when someone's sitting or standing. So we laid her onto the aisle and then checked her pulse again. There was no pulse in her carotid and the wrist as well. So we knew she was having a cardiac arrest.
So you knew you had to jump into action right away. How much time did it take to revive her?
So it took about 90 seconds. And, we were not keeping time, but roughly so, because every 2 minutes we're trained to switch CPR. My wife was ready to take over when she started moving.
Your wife's a doctor, too.
She's a doctor.
I mean, can you believe
So here's one of your angels. I think you had 3 guardian angels on that flight. What's it like to kind of be sitting next to each other again?
Oh, it's so crazy because, like, I know we met before, but, like, I don't remember. And it's just, like, I'm just so thankful. Thank you so much.
Oh, no worries. I mean, the thing is, I think the important lesson here is that anyone on that plane should have done the same and could have done the same. It's just CPR.
Well, people sometimes I think are afraid to do CPR, even if they, if they've had the training, they're thinking, what if it's not needed? Could I make things worse?
What if I don't do it right?
Yeah, so it's very understandable to be scared when someone's unresponsive. You're thinking maybe I'd hurt them, but the American Heart Association states that the benefit of starting chest compressions in a person who is having cardiac arrest far outweighs the risk to someone who doesn't need it. So you should just, if someone's unresponsive, you don't even need to be able to know how to check a pulse. If they are unresponsive, you're presuming cardiac arrest, just start CPR.
I love that you
and call 911.
Well, I love that you and your friends are actually taking the course.
Yeah,
you're going to learn how to do it.
Telling everyone I know, like I even was talking to like my boss yesterday, and he's going to like do a company-wide thing as well and bring it to everyone's attention. So I'm definitely telling everyone they should definitely learn, because like Dr. Chaudhry was saying, like, yeah, he's a doctor and he helped me, but anyone on that plane who knew CPR could have saved my life as well.
How cool is it that you're sitting next to the guy who saved your life?
It's
like,
so
I can't
crazy.
get over this.
And you there were other doctors on the plane. You still keep in touch with them as well.
Yeah, so one of the other doctors, also a cardiologist, I believe he was helping Dr. Chaudhry with like the AED machine, I believe it's called. I realized his practice is only about 30 minutes away, so I've been going to him because I figured he kind of saw what happened and he would be a good source.
I love how she said thank you, and you said no worries, just like it was Wednesday in your life.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, thank you both for being here. We really appreciate it. We're happy to see you, Brittany.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.